Next up, we're going to learn about source motion for the position. So let's open up LioranBoard and open up our deck just here. I'm going to create some new button. So if I create a button, I'll say position 1, press create. Right click again, add the commands as we did, press the plus sign, and we're going to search for motion. And this is basically similar to how we changed the position previously, but this time it's going to add motion to it, so it's going to gradually move into one location, similar to how the move filter works inside of OBS. So we're going to press the position just here, and it looks a little bit more complicated because you've got a lot of options to go with here. So the scene we're going to select is scene 1. As you can see down here, and the source is going to be the text input just there. So the starting position is the X and Y coordinates. So if you remember, if you click on the source you're using, Control E, it'll bring up the position. So mine is the positional alignment top left, so it's this one here, and that is the coordinates of 0, 0. So if I go back to LioranBoard and type in 0 by 0, and then the final position is where I want it to end. So I'm going to select it, and I'm going to move it down to the bottom right hand corner. So it's 1076 by 816. I'm not going to remember that, so I'm just going to type it in like this. So 1076 and then 816. So I need to now decide on the duration. So I'm going to say it's going to take a second for it to do so. And then smooth is whether or not we want to add any smooth. So I'm going to add none for now, and then I'm going to show you the difference between all of them. Press done. Press done again, and even though that is in that position down here, when I press this button, it's going to reset because we set the starting position. So as you can see, every time it starts again from the beginning because that's where the starting position is. So I can press that as many times as I want, even like that, it resets. So if now I copy this button and I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to paste it again because there's 4 options that we can choose from. I'm going to say, going to edit the smoothness to out. Edit the smoothness of this one to in. Edit the smoothness to this one to in and out. And hopefully you're going to see the differences. So if I press the first one, which is no smooth, so you can see it slows down towards the end on that one. This one is slow to start with and speeds up throughout. And that one is kind of smooth in and smooth out. So that's how you can get different kind of looks. It definitely depends on what exactly you are looking for. You can chain multiple movements together as well if you really wanted to. So if I use position 1 here, for example, and add another by copying it with the left-hand scissors there, they're not left-handed scissors, but you know what I mean, and paste it with the paste button, I can now choose the starting position of this next section. So if I made it the same position as this one, so 1076 by 816, paste that in there, and then this time go back to 0 by 0. So basically it's going to go to that position and then from that position back to the other position. Put a delay of 1000 on because it's going to take 1000 milliseconds to get to this next command. Press done again. And this time when I use it, check out what happens. It now bounces, and you'll be able to loop that as many times as you want. It's completely up to you how you use this function.